I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. There's no other way to better say. Hey friends, it's Chelsea and we are back with fall favorites. Question: what smells perfectly capture the essence of autumn? For me, it's something warm, it's something sweet, it's something lactonic, it's something comforting, it's something that, it makes me think of sweater weather. However, I live in Los Angeles where it is 87 degrees in the middle of October. Therefore, even though it's not sweater weather outside, these are the kind of fragrances that make me feel like autumn. First fragrance I have on my list, Danza, delle by Nobile 1942. This is the most delicious lactonic cinnamon and apple scent. It makes me think of being at a fall festival. You know, the fall festivals when you were like in middle school, when you had on like your cute little Abercrombie clothes with your little brand new booty hugging jeans and your Birkenstocks and your 9 West purse and your Dunkin' for apples trying to impress the guy over there. Only me? Okay. So this is what that makes me think of. It is really creamy and lactonic, but that creamy lactonicness has a little bit of coconut to it and just the perfect amount of spice. And the spice in this is cinnamon. I'm gonna say there's like a sandalwood that's in this. It's definitely blonde woods. And the apple is a red apple. So it's nice and crisp. It's not quite tart like a green apple would be, but nice and crisp like those red apples. Longevity is like 4 to 6 hours. It's not wild. Projection is moderate. It's about an arm's length. Personally, I love this one because it is just the perfect little entrance into the season. Danza delle by Nobile 1942. Next on our list, we have my girl, Vanagloria by Laboratorio Olfativo. I am obsessed with Vanagloria. Right now, this is probably the most worn fragrance that I have in my collection. I have been wearing this during the day. I've been wearing this to bed. I've been wearing this casual outings. I've been wearing this to dress up. I have been obsessed. Vanagloria is this nice, deep, smoky vanilla, and it's a bourbon vanilla. If you are someone that's like, ooh, I love vanilla, but I'm not into the very sweet Bath & Body Works smelling vanillas that are out there on the market, then you might really enjoy this one. It's sophisticated. It also has just like a tiny hint of pineapple off the top. So it's not sweet like what you would get in what we consider sweet fragrances usually. This one is going to be just a hint of natural, it's like a natural sweetness. It's freaking delicious and potent and sexy as fuck. God, yeah. Visceral reaction to this puppy. Vanagloria Laboratorio Olfativo. Oh, let's see. This one actually can last quite a while. I want to say I get a good 8 hours of wear out of this with moderate projection. I get a lot of nice compliments. Also, if you are not a she and you also are curious about Vanagloria, highly recommend. I have tried this on men and I have absolutely been taken with their sillage after they wore it. My God. Vanagloria Laboratorio Olfativo. The next on my list of fragrances that perfectly capture the essence of autumn. Y'all, tell me why this shit smells so good. This is the pumpkin hand lotion from Trader Joe's. I'm gonna put this on right now. Y'all, this is like less than $5. This, I swear, it is so yummy. If you're looking for a really delicious and effective pumpkin gourmand lotion, I'm telling you, this stuff is it. It smells like the perfectly baked pumpkin pie your grandma used to make down south. I don't have a grandma that used to make that down south, but if I did, this is what her pie would smell like. It's creamy. It has that cinnamon and that pumpkin. It is like the perfect gourmand. The perfect pumpkin gourmand. And that scent lasts. That stuff projects. Blows my mind. Hot take about pumpkin. I am convinced that the whole gourmand trend really took off early 2022 when a lot of people were talking about these different scientific studies into attraction and what smells specifically men found most attractive on women. Surprisingly, one of the top things that they found on the list was pumpkin. Pumpkin. I think it was after that when there was a lot of conversations about people wanting to smell attractive and snap people's necks, how to get him interested, blah, blah, blah. I think that's when a lot of fragrance companies began watching that content and really dialing into the interest of the consumer and realized, hey, let us ride with this trend. But I think that that was the start of the whole gourmand trend. Anywho, just my 2 cents. This, Trader Joe's, $5. You're welcome. Next on my list of fragrances that perfectly capture the essence of autumn, we have Teriaq. Oh, when something is just that good, you have a visceral reaction to it. How can you not? And I'm telling you, if a fragrance does not make you feel some kind of way down deep in your body, it ain't the fragrance for you. Just my thoughts. Anyway, this is Teriaq by Lattafa. I've mentioned this on my channel before. Huge fan of the perfumer Quentin Biche. He created this scent, an affordable fragrance, in collaboration with Lattafa. This is the man that has made Ganymede. This is the man that has made Delina. This is the man that made Hibiscus Mahajad. He's the person who has really taken the fragrance industry into a whole new territory with his signature. Well, this an affordable signature. Teriaq is this warm, spiced apricot with some sort of white flowers, rose, and leather and musk. It is incredibly sexy. The reason why this reminds me of autumn is because it is stone fruit season. Y'all, I love me some stone fruit season. Your girl be at the farmer's market, okay? Your girl gets up and goes to the farmer's market every Sunday right now because I am going and getting those plums. I am going and getting those apricots. I am going and getting the leftover peaches. Because peach season is on its way out and persimmon season is on its way in. I love stone fruit season. Maybe it's because I'm from Georgia and a peach is a stone fruit. In case you did not know what a stone fruit was, this smells juicy on the top. And in the dry down, it's like this warm, comforting suede. It is incredibly sexy. Now this projects. You're gonna smell this all the way across the room. At least that's been my experience. I can spray it. My husband will come in the room 30 minutes to an hour later and be like, oh, you wearing that perfume? Yeah, I am. I believe that you can get Teriaq for only like $40 now. I think I bought it for like $75, which was way overpriced. But, autumn in a bottle. Teriaq by Lattafa. Next on my list of fragrances that perfectly capture the essence of autumn. Y'all, I wanted to tell you about something that hasn't been talked about a million times before, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta tell the truth. I have been wearing this so often, even in the heat right now. I I don't know what it is about Arabians Tonka. If you're late to the Arabians Tonka game, get on board, because this is so addictive. And I have been falling in love with Montale. It is, of course, Tonka, which, if you are not familiar with that, it smells, it's kind of similar to a deep vanilla, somewhere between like vanilla and coffee. It's deep, it's warm, it's cozy, it's satisfying. This is Tonka. This has some resins to it. It has rose. You know that special Montale rose? If you've smelt other Montale roses, it smells kind of like a sweet pink rose. This also has some sugar cane to it, so it's like this scrumptious sweetness. But also, I think what makes this special, it has oak moss. Now, oak moss is not, well, real oak moss today is not usually used in fragrances because it's seen as a really strong allergen. So usually what people are using nowadays is actually Evernil, because that's something that is an aroma chemical that is allergen free. So anywho, it has oak moss in it that gives it this beautiful texture. It makes it almost a little bit airy while also grounding it at the same time. There's a sweatshirt that I like to wear oftentimes when I go on my daily walks here in LA. I was wearing Arabians Tonka on my wrist, and I put my sweatshirt on and I put it in the closet. It's been like 2 weeks, and I keep going into that closet every day and saying, my God, what smells so good. I know what it is. It is Arabians Tonka. Also, what do you all think of these bottles? Now, I actually was doing some reading on Montale recently. They said that they use these bottles in order to protect the fragrance. So, of course, you want to keep fragrances away from light, you want to keep them away from heat, etc., etc. This metal bottle kind of resembles the metal bottles that a lot of raw materials come in whenever you purchase raw materials for making perfume. Hold please, I'll show you. Examples. Metal bottle, metal bottle, metal bottle, metal bottle. This is what a lot of raw materials come in. Most raw materials, if not in a glass bottle. I know a lot of people say like, oh, I don't like the bottle, it's so cheesy. You don't even know. Okay. So there you have it. These are my recommendations of 5 fragrances that perfectly capture the essence of autumn. Have you tried any on the list? Do you have any to add? Please let your girl know down in the comments if there's something that I should try. I love a recommendation. I'll see y'all soon.